So I'm gonna make this super quick. This is a hunk of garbage. Let's talk about it. So when I say the Elite Force Umarex Glock amalgamation for the Glock 17, specifically the Gen 4 patterned airsoft gun is a hunk of garbage, I say that because for my purposes, I'm not an airsoft player, okay? I don't go play airsoft. When I have tools like this, I expect them to be training tools. Specifically airsoft for me, I got this gun to be a force-on-force trainer, so appendix carry, even from duty holsters, that kind of thing. In classes, teaching force-on-force, having the opportunity for somebody to swap from a live gun to what I would consider a semi-live gun. There's a little bit of pain there as it hits you. There's some accuracy and speed involved, obviously. And drive up a little bit of that sympathetic stress and make it real with some eye pro or face protection and do some force-on-force stuff. And for that to work in that way, it needs to duplicate as closely as possible to a Glock, to what I carry. Now, I don't expect it to be my Glock, where I'm running RMRs and compensators, and you wouldn't need that kind of stuff, at least a compensator or an airsoft trainer. But what I do expect it to do is fit in my holster. And I've never even fired this thing, it's brand new. And right off the bat, I open it up, I look at it, I'm like really impressed. Wow, this is like a real Glock. I mean, it doesn't feel, substantial. It's kind of dinky feeling. The slide's really light, even though it's a metal slide. Metal's a generous term for what this is, but it's a metal slide. It's some sort of pot metal kind of stuff. Magazines feel substantial and looks quality. Locks to the rear, all the controls are in the right place. The trigger feels like pretty close to an OEM Glock. So everything seems to be, in this perspective, in working order. Until you go to put it in a holster. Now, this is not a debate starter for a Black Hawk Serpa. This just happens to be a non-lighted holster that I have here. It won't fit in there. It doesn't fit. This is marketed as a training tool. This is what we designed for law enforcement and military to use as a training tool. It's licensed by Glock. It won't even fit in a holster. So I thought, well, maybe if I put my light on it. I got my Streamlight TLR1 HL that I run on my Glock. So maybe if I put that on there, it'll run in, my appendix carry rig. Wrong. Maybe it'll run in my duty rig. Wrong. Here's the problem. The slide is taller than an OEM Glock, and the belly of the rail on the frame is rounder and fatter than an OEM Glock. I don't know about the rest of the dimensions because the rest of the dimensions don't matter to me. It's not a training tool if it's not analogous, at least in its external dimensions and its manual of arms. So for me, sorry guys. Elite Force Umarex Gen 4 Glock 17 airsoft gun. Steaming pile of trash.